What's up, guys? Happy Valentine's Day. It's good to see you here. It's been a while since I've shown you what's happened and what's different in my shop. There's not a ton of stuff that's different, but a little bit has changed, so I thought I'd take you on another tour. Let's go. Start with this rack right here. This filter rack, we built this, just something, we needed some extra shelving. We had to get some things off the floor. So we built that, and then later down the road, we built this piece. And I think I built that piece. I didn't build that piece, but I built that piece. But I remember we had to have the whole team out here to like lift that piece up and get it up on top of that rack. So this rack is probably holding like a ton of weight, because I know just the wood alone from that was really heavy. So this little station right here we've used just to train on 4-piece and sheet metal. This extra rack up here, we just kind of threw that together to keep some oddball filters that we hardly ever use up there. So we got some, 20 by 20 by 2s, we'll definitely use those, but there's some 16 by 30s. Some really odd sizes that we just won't use very often. Then we got just a filter rack here, or filter racks, a shelf for filter racks. So it's a separate piece from that piece, and we kind of just threw it together too, something to get stuff off the floor. This rack, we've had it for so long, I don't remember who built it. I think it was a guy that's not with us anymore, but it still works. It's not the best or greatest, but it separates our flue pipe, and we just put part numbers on it so we'd know what to reorder in case we ran out. So that's been very helpful. Then we just hang up any extra copper lines, some extra copper lines from refrigerant lines from mini split systems. Kind of a catch-all of flex duct up there. Got our table here with some sheet metal there. Got a little filter or refrigerant rack, just something to put it and organize it. Built this little rack just to store some pipe. Didn't have to build this rack, that's just some cheap little metal rack from any hardware store, but it works well. Motors, disconnects, water panels, whips, control boards. This is like our overflow or catch-all. These right here, which obviously there's a lot of overflow and catch-all, so we should probably take some time to go through that with being slower time of year. This rack right here, absolutely love this rack because it's just, you can organize things just so well. So that's probably one of the best investments I could have made. If I was just working out of my garage or even a smaller shop, like that'd be one of the first things I'd buy, a shelf just like that to really just get organized. Because it's so much easier to operate when you are organized. That comes with your van as well. But hot surface igniters, all kinds. Oh, there's a foot right there. And then this is like a catch-all shelf, so you can see how messy it is. I've got one of these Google Homes, and what else did I get? I think it came with something else. Anyhow, I haven't hooked it up yet, but I need to because it's just sitting there collecting dust. So this used to be my office, but I've moved, which is why I'm kind of taking you on another tour. So there's where my whiteboard used to be. So I've shot hundreds of videos on that whiteboard. Here's our hallway, which is always messy, but we do need to clean it up. But we got one of these racks just for miscellaneous screws, some spade terminals, double spades. This works really well for our fuses. some other humidifier parts like saddle valves, electrical tape, batteries. We usually have some batteries in there, but I haven't restocked it for a while. I got batteries in my office. If I put them all out there, they disappear really quickly. So kind of ration the batteries out as needed. Try to, keep everything organized. Air scrubbers. This is just miscellaneous. I can't remember where this came from, but got some washers for disconnects or whips, miscellaneous drill bits. Anyhow, let's go back into the office portion. Okay, so we're stepping out of the shop into the office portion. We've changed a few things in here. We built a wall right here. It used to be wide open. So built this wall. One of my guys did. He did a great job. And got a little window there for customers that come in if we don't wind up stepping around and visiting with them. Most of the time we do. But you can see, basically he built 2 walls. So, well, more than that. Basically we separated it out. So now we have, instead of this used to be just one wide open space, but now we actually have an office right here and a second office right here. This would be the main office, or the biggest office in here. And then there we got a 2-clap boom and the gong. Gotta have a gong. And then we got this small office here, which I need to buy a new desk for, and I'm ready for a new office chair too. So this summer I am buying that stuff. We got some more file cabinets just for out here. Otherwise it's pretty open. But it's a good place to put any awards you get, or Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, Little League teams that we've sponsored. Just something, somewhere to put it and kind of display it. It's kind of nice to see. Then we got the old war room. I know you've seen this before, and I've filmed in here before a couple of times. Nothing special here, just this is the war room. This is where planning gets done and happens. We still got the same blue offices that I showed you before. Pretty blue. Back to understanding the psychology behind colors. I didn't pick this blue, but blue is actually a color that is good for productivity, believe it or not. So anyhow, another little office. And we got these. I know you may have seen these in a different video, and maybe not. I don't think I've posted this before, but we added a mini split to a 2-to-1 to this main office just for really hot days. There's really hot days, this part back here of our building struggles. And then we added my office. Woo! And there's the other head. So it's a 2-to-1. It's been awesome. I love it, which I knew I would, because mini splits are awesome. But that's it, yeah. Nothing super fancy, but I'm really proud of it, and I'm really happy to be moved back here and get away from the warehouse, just because every time the doors go open, it gets really cold back there. So it's nice not having to be back there and freezing all winter long. Now I can stay with my own comfort control right here. So I really appreciate it, and the guys did a great job. I can't take credit for any of it. I really didn't do much of anything. I did, I think I wired up the lights, and then helped a little bit with wiring up the outlets. But other than that, the guys took care of it, and they did a great job, and I'm really proud of them and appreciate them. So, but other than that, don't have a ton going on. We're pretty slow. I have heard from a couple of different people that service has been slow. Some people got some leads going just from some advertising that they're doing. So it's kind of that time of year. And we're really focused on our current customer list. Like, we have customers, they're already trust us, like us, use us. So we're focused on, reaching out to them and trying to drum up some business. Sometimes you got to go get it. Sometimes you can't just wait for it to come to you. So That's the thing I think that, especially when new guys go into business for themselves, you underestimate that part of it. Like the phone just doesn't start ringing because you take out one ad. You have to go get it. You got to be aggressive and go get it. So anyhow, that's what we're doing. We're even after we've been in business for quite some time, we still have to get aggressive this time of year because that's what it takes. So hope you enjoyed this tour of my shop. Oh, real quick, I want to show you the connexes. So it really is not very good looking, a good looking connex, but that's what they sent me. We got another one on the other side of it, which is in better shape than the one that I just bought, but it's sight unseen. You don't get to see them before they deliver them. So I wasn't extremely happy with that, but there's really not a whole lot I can do about it. So we'll paint it this spring and make it look a lot prettier than what it is. But in the meantime, it allowed me to move everything in this storage, because we were using where my office is now as storage, and it allowed us to move everything out of here into the Connex so I could move into my office. So that's it. So that's it for now, guys. Have a happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you on the next one. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe to this channel, and until next time, go make money.